Hello everyone, welcome to another Top 5 Records video. And today I'm going to be talking about, let's be frank, my favorite jazz musician. I'm going to talk about Charles Mingus and his 5 best albums. And I must say, this list is incredibly tough. Especially the top 3 are albums which, changing week by week, I could switch the position because those 3 albums are amongst my 10 favorite jazz albums. Seriously, I like Charles Mingus that much that if I'd have to choose the 10 best jazz albums of all time, I mean, of course, that would be Kind of Blue by Miles Davis in there, The Blues and the Abstract Truth by Oliver Nelson, Sonny Rollins' Saxophone Colossus, that would be Something Else by Cannonball Adderley. I'd put Le Grand Jazz by Michel Legrand in there. A Love Supreme by John Coltrane, just all out of my head. And I'd put 3 Charles Mingus albums there, which I'm gonna get to in just a bit. But I'm gonna start off with the number 5 of this list, which is also already an amazing album. Pithecanthropus Erectus. No, I pronounced that not right. Pithecanthropus Erectus by Charles Mingus. And this is an album which he made in 1956. So this is a very early album of his. And that is very interesting because sound-wise he's doing things that at that moment are unheard. It's a complete avant-garde jazz album. I mean, even a song like A Foggy Day, which is a jazz classic, and it's on here. It sounds different. It sounds it's so complete, unique. It's so bizarre in a certain way, but it's brilliant. I mean, you can hear a genius at work here. The pressing I'm holding, by the way, it is the beautiful remaster by Kevin Gray for Speaker's Corner, and it is a pure delight to the ears. I mean, it sounds so incredibly good. Charles Mingus was also pretty involved always in the sound of his albums and the way it should sound, and he had very specific ideas. But I'm gonna get into that on a later album. On number 5, Pithecanthropus Erectus. Pithecanthropus Erectus. Damn! I mean, you're gonna find out that Charles Mingus likes to clown around with his titles. On the number 4, The Clown. Amazing. I mean, this is amazing. What I'm holding here, I was lucky enough to get a first US mono a couple of weeks ago. I can show you. It's in a beautiful condition, and it sounds incredible. If you put a mono element in there and you put this on, it is of pure delight. There are so many great songs on here. 4 songs in total. Haitian Fight Song, which later on he gave a different title. This is a master at work. It's an album from 1957. I believe 1957. Am I right about that? 1957. Correct me if I am wrong, but I believe it's 1957. Masterwork. I mean, a masterwork. This man. I don't like the cover, by the way. I think it's a bit spooky cover, but once the needle hits these grooves, you can hear in the bass is there, but it has a certain nice calm air. I mean, this is, although an energetic album, one of his more relaxed albums. Nevertheless, I mean, it's challenging. And this one, The Clown, masterpiece, and I'm just at number 4. Now we're getting a territory, number 3, in which I'm in complete doubt whether what I'm doing is right. Because this one could be at the top. Mingus. Yeah, just as I said, Charles Mingus likes to clown around with album titles. Mingus. And this album, holy fuck, it's a banger. I was lucky enough to receive one as a birthday present 2 years ago from a friend, a first American mono pressing. And once once you put this on, it's complete. So much energy. It is like a hard rock musician has chosen to become a jazz player, and the quality of this recording is so incredible. You hear, I mean, you can almost hear the player sweat. That it is such an incredible studio situation. I mean, the songs on here, I'm like Mood Indigo, but I mean, I love Mood Indigo. I know Mood Indigo. I have several versions of Mood Indigo. But what he's doing here, it's completely, it is insane. This is a Van Gelder pressing, Rudy Van Gelder pressing, which is interesting because Charles Mingus hated Rudy Van Gelder. He did not like the way the Blue Note albums sounded. He did not like the way bass guitar or the bass sounded on those albums. So he said, keep that man far away from my studio. But he was allowed to do the mastering, and it is quite the impressive mastering. This album sounds beautiful, and it is so much energy. There's so much going on here. A rare gem in the world of jazz, in the world of music at all. Now I'm gonna go to the number 2, which could also have been on number 1 any day of the week. It is so gorgeous. Mingus Ah Um. And I played this album before I got this pressing. This is the one-step MoFi pressing. It's a 45 RPM pressing made by Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. It comes from the master tapes. It has a digital step in its process, and I often watch out with digital steps in process. This, nevertheless, is one of the most incredible sounds I have heard come through my speakers. This is of the utmost gorgeous quality of the pressing. It is also widely considered the best pressing of this album. And why is that important? Well, if you put this on and you hear what Charles Mingus was doing in the studio, in the detail that is on there, it is just like opening the Pandora's box, man. This is like the sound of the music, like what 2001: A Space Odyssey is for film. It opens it up. Stuff goes down. I mean, melody-wise, it's incredible and brilliant. But Mingus was constantly searching for that one performance that had it all, but also a quest with energy. It is of such a great performance. What these musicians are doing, what Charles Mingus demanded of them, it is unbelievable. I mean, Charles Mingus is a genius. Could have been on top any day of the week. Could have been on top in any other career, but then there's also this gem. The Black Saint and the Sinner Lady. Also recorded in 1963, and what I'm holding here is the first American mono pressing. And I mean, I don't want to put my face on I don't want to put my hand on his face. Just holding this, I'm a bit of in awe. I love to play this album. It is so avant-garde. I mean, he's trying out so many beautiful, gorgeous things. It is a world to encounter. And I mean, for me, Charles Mingus is the combination of development, experimentation, beautiful melody, but also somebody who just kicks ass. I mean, and this album, with all the different musical influences, it goes to whole new places. It's gorgeous. It's just simply gorgeous. Those are my 5 favorite Charles Mingus albums. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!